Alright, before I can get into my predictions for the finale of The Mandalorian, I first need to address kind of the elephant in the room. And that is that these warlords are broke. And I know that they said in the episode that they are broke, but this is a little unreasonable. Begging for a single squadron of TIE interceptors, mind you. Because, well, I think it's 2 squadrons, but still, 2 squadrons of TIE interceptors is nothing. That is absolutely nothing. Not for an Imperial warlord. Who has a Star Destroyer in this group? There are 2 people, Hux and Pelion. So you've got the First Order faction and the Thrawn faction have actual Star Destroyers, and everybody else has what? TIEs? Maybe an Arquitans flying around, like Gideon lost his. How are these guys considered warlords? Where are their actual resources? Gideon's got at most a token ground force. This is nothing. There were fleets at Endor. Fleets. These guys know that if this is all they've done, they're like, oh, we're gonna put up a strong threat with this force. Did they learn nothing from the rebels smashing through their fleets at Endor? Like the New Republic still has that fleet. Just that fleet would smash 7 of these Moffs. And oh my goodness. Well, that leads me to the kind of other points of this, which is, I don't think Bo Katan's gonna die. I don't think the armor is gonna die. And this is for meta-narrative reasons. Kathleen Kennedy is an executive producer. I have not known her to do significant damage to any female character that plays any level of significance on the good guy's side, which the Mandalorians currently are. So yeah, you've got Bo Katan in the armor. They'll make it through, no questions asked. You get to Din Djarin. That's clearly a fake out. Nobody's going to kill him. That would ruin the other executives' opinions. Because it's the Mandalorian, people are very tied to Din and Grogu, so you can't kill Grogu because he's a marketing opportunity, and you're not going to kill Din because Grogu can't operate on his own right now. So, Din and Grogu make it through. Now, this leaves out, how do things actually wrap up? How do you get actual tension in this finale? And, well, the answer is Gideon has some kind of some Space Force in the wings. Maybe he does have a Star Destroyer hanging out in the background that he has heretofore not used as his command vessel for some unknown reason. Reality-wise, it should probably be a Dreadnought or 2. It'd be a good way to bring in the Katana fleet. But, I don't know. Anyways, there's going to be a space battle. The Mandalorians are not actually going to die to said space battle, and it will not have a grand effect on the actual finale because they need to take Mandalore. That's what it's going to do. They're going to take Mandalore this season. And so the only thing left is, how do they take out Moff Gideon? And this is where it's one of those where I know the prediction is everyone's been saying Bo Katan's going to ride the Mythosaur or Din Djarin's going to do it because it's been such a big thing. And I think the Mythosaur will come into effect, but I don't think anyone's going to ride it. I think it's effectively going to be baited into Gideon's base at best. And that's just solely because it's superbly contrived for anyone to ride a Mythosaur that hasn't really seen anybody. So you're talking about what's effectively, like, think of it this way. Think of, like, going out into the woods and you find a grizzly bear and you just hop right on it without that grizzly bear attempting to murder you. Like, even if you stay on it for an hour, that grizzly's still going to attempt to kill you. It's just that the grizzly is a full-grown adult, it isn't used to people, and it doesn't want to be ridden. So it would be very abnormal for the Mythosaur to be ridden at this point. That said, there is entirely the possibility that the Mythosaur has young, either live or eggs or something. So the same thing with the raptors, where they capture them and they train them so that they can ride those. That may occur. That's an entire possibility. But that may get saved for Season 4. Who knows? But yeah. In conclusion, it's going to be a lot of fight scenes, a lot of speeches But overall, not a lot of substance, and everyone left alive will survive through it. They killed Paz an episode early to make everyone think they're willing to kill people, but they've killed one of the only characters they can, so unless Axe Woves goes down, no one's gonna die. No one major, at least. So, well, except for Gideon. Gideon will die, obviously. But other than Gideon and Woes, you don't have anyone that we have like named characters for that are open for death. So, yeah. Oh, and as a final note, Greef Karga does not have a way to join in the fight, so I don't think he's going to join in. And Adelphi Squadron is going to be doing something off in the middle of nowhere with investigations. So I don't think they're going to join in either. I think that's going to be bait and switch. They're going to pretend they're going for help, and it's just going to be more Mandalorians.